Hello. Hi. We are back with this drama. There is always drama. There is nothing else in this game that drama. Again, I guess that's fair when the world is ending. Well, I know we are sitting in the city right now, so it's not gonna progress us anywhere when I get here. Look at this, look at all those creatures all over the place. There is like 1,000 of them, probably 2,000, probably even more. And we are just sitting here all stuck. I love how there is not even a way to really escape other by the boat. You would think this is like such a defensive, great position. Oh, there is only one way to get inside, but then that becomes a problem when you need to get outside. The last few days we spent here were harrowing. I can't believe somebody actually came and rescued us. But all my actual fighters are almost dead. I lost like 100 people sitting here for 4 days. And as far as I remember, we need to sit here for another 26 days so they can finish the boat. I hope I will at least get away with half of the people I have right now. At the minimum. Pain and suffering. Where are we exactly? Just to have a look at it. 1 second. Okay, so where do we want to go? I guess we just want to make some boats. Okay, here. That's the Aberang. Is it really close? I guess it's easier to go by the boat all the way through the river, through the bay, and then I guess like that? To this bay, and then from the bay over here? Probably easier and safer than like walking at this road. Yeah, we barely survived walking this road. It was like what, 100 something days? Okay. I just don't feel emotionally ready to handle all of this at the time. But we have to. It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches the smite's fire reflecting in her distant stare. Oh yeah, we still need to convince this one dude that he is dead. Which sounds like an extremely advanced magic at this point. I talked with Avery a long time when you were gone. He taught me a lot about Juno. Well, can I talk with him for a long time so then he will tell me a lot about Juno? I kind of want to be in the loop on that too. Also, I need to see the chat. Okay, I can see it now. Nobody there. Is she really as powerful as he said? Well, it seems to me that way. Well, now you are in the chat. I didn't see you before, so now you are somebody in the chat. It might be the most luck we had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. Do you? An arrow? She's going to make you shot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Well, I feel like it was quite obvious that that's the plan. Come on, who else is going to do it? Iver? Aled, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. Especially since there is nowhere to run to. That's not what I... Let me do it. Oof. That's a... Wow. A request. I mean, makes sense. We were running all this time. I feel like if I was in her place, I would also want to finally do something to like really fight back. Why not? Because you think I will get hurt? What do you do when Bolivar comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? How is he going to know though? It's not like... I guess the arrow is like silver and looks different, but can you really tell from far away? Let me speak. Everything changed. Ogre fell so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Well, I think you should still have some healthy amount of fear. I don't think not being afraid of anything is actually healthy. That more to me sounds like you are kind of traumatized and having hard time dealing with that rather than being fearless. You should still, be able to experience the emotion, but then be able to have control over it. Let me know it because you know I'm a better shot. I think she actually is. At least based on the skills. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this, for once. Let me decide what happens to me. She's making this case extremely strong for herself, and I am honestly inclined to agree. I mean, if the whole thing fails, we are gonna die anyway. So, and I don't feel like I especially have any better chances of doing this than she has. And as far as I know, I'm not sure if I'm like the only one who trained her. I think how do you say her name? Olaid? I forgot how to say her name, but the late chief wife, I think she kind of taught her to use the bow too, and I feel like she's better with the bow than I am. So I think she actually is right when she is saying that she has better chances at actually shooting him. And I think even in the fights, she does like more damage sometimes, and she is able to like do more damage when she is standing in one spot for a while. And I think she has this like piercing shot that goes far away. So technically, even like gameplay wise, I feel like she's better at shooting the bow. And she also has a point. I mean, taking that into account, why not let her try? Why not let her take her own life in her own hands and do something brave? Can't be always me. And I think she's an adult. I let other people that I know do dangerous things because I trusted them. Then I feel like I trust her too. And surely because she's my daughter, I desire to protect her. But why not letting her be the part of this equals protecting her? Maybe she actually will be safer being at the center of the event. Maybe she will be in more danger trying to protect me from the sidelines when I'm shooting the arrow. Maybe she will be safer when everybody is protecting her so she can shoot the arrow, right? And I don't know, I don't feel like it would be right of me to say no to her. I'm thinking. I feel like I can trust her on this. It's not like she proved herself time and time again. And I think it might be good for her to get to have some agency over her life, as she is saying. Because so far, she had some kind of life and then she was just forced to move on. I feel like this is her decision. And hi! Nice to see you. There is even more people in the chat now. I feel less lonely now with all those decisions. Yeah, okay. I'm already scared. This game gives me like decision paralysis. It's terrible. She smiles and takes your hand in hers. We will survive this. I know we will. And also, you know, we live in this kind of magical world with magic. Who I am to say she's not getting some kind of magical sense that this is her destiny that she needs to complete and it's actually a good idea. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. And she definitely knows how to shoot this bow, so it's not like she's less competent than me in any way. I actually genuinely believe she's more competent than me. I wonder what Yuno will say about it though. There he is. Yuno is in the middle of the animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. I thought that I guess I didn't yet. There is little time left. Bellower knows we are here. Whether he's waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to stir us fears, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? I don't know. I will take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. Is that small group even going to be able to survive and come back? Like, I understand that you will sneak us by past all those dredge to shoot the arrow, but then once we do violence and everything, will you be able to sneak us back in? Because now I am starting to be more worried about the safety of my daughter. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With Luke, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. What about the ravens? They might protest. They will not. I've arranged a task for them. Even if you make it to the Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We have powerful magic on our side. We've seen what happened at Einderdorf. That thing can't be killed. I guess it can be tricked though. Yuna shows them the arrow you had forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he spirits, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The dredge will just wander away? I would feel like that's not a possibility. Is it really? Why would they wander away? They were doing perfectly fine fighting us before only Bellower showed. Was there like a Bellower somewhere on the back of all the dredge before? Giving them orders or something? I still don't know how they exactly function. This is my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. Well, I don't know. It seems like the best plan we have. I don't think we can hold out for like almost a month. We barely hold out for 6 days. Even if we keep holding out at like exactly the same rate, in 4 days we lost 50 people of fighters. I think now we have almost 300 fighting ready people. So we will basically lose almost everybody, even if we hold out. That doesn't sound like the most favorable ending to this story. And then what? Bellower will hunt you out every step all the way to Arborang, where I am certainly more southern await. Now is the time to speak to Laudans, and the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning we slay asunder. Okay, well. That sounds terrible. Can I look at my people? I guess it's like Who I want to take? Jesus. But I want magic. I need her because she's shooting the arrow, I believe. I think I want HAKON because he's strong. I guess I can level people now. At least some of them. That's a lot. Wait. That's the... What does that do? More crit chance. Hey, HAKON, what can you do? Remind me. This character hits even harder than an average warrior with no chance to miss. You can wreak havoc with additional strength. Well, that sounds good enough. I want to take, like, some of the stronger people. I think he has a lot of, like, shield breaking. I don't know if that's very useful right now, though. Looting is, like, barely second level. Actually, I'd rather take you. Actually, I prefer kind of you. Oh my god, you have so many points! Did I completely neglect leveling you? Jeez. Yeah, okay. One more person. I mean, I just want to take the Varl because they have a lot of health. Which is helpful. And they're big and everything. What can you do? Kind of want to take you too. Okay, I don't think I can level myself probably. No. That's everything I had. Nobody can really wear that. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully this will work out. How much danger am I putting those people in? We'll just level you. I don't know. Maybe I will leave the rest of the renown in case I do actually need to buy more food at some point. But I wonder if this is like kind of end of the game, to be fair. Kind of feels like the final battles are happening. I think interesting here. Could buy something. Oh, that's actually useful. Never deflected. So that basically means you can... I kind of want that now that I think about it. Oops. You could like shot anybody no matter how much armor they have. Alette could wear it. What is she wearing now? I could wear it. What am I wearing now? Oh, I couldn't because I'm not on the level. Maybe I will give it to her. Actually, I'm gonna get it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Ah, that's the wrong thing. I'm not stalling or procrastinating. I'm just trying to be strategic. Okay. Is there anybody not wearing anything? You. What are you wearing? I guess you can take that instead then. Okay, well, I'm ready as I'm gonna be. The silence is what you remember. You rise in silence and walk through empty streets. Upon the wall, two armies stand quietly watching each other. Your footsteps echo on the wooden floorboards. As you approach Yuno, she breaks the silence. It's time, Yuno says. Gather your allies. Day one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which side we stand. You are not giving me any more certainty. Should I advance myself? Oh, I have only 5 left now. Never mind. I don't think I can do anything anymore. Is anybody having any spare points that I forgot about? Just to make sure. No. Okay. I'm stressed. Ah. Well, excuse me. This is very stressful. Thanks. That sounds reassuring, I guess. Okay. At least stand closer for now so you can get a shot in, I guess. Well, I'm ready. I think. Are you having turn soon? No. Kind of wanna shot that other dude. What with the bellower? Am I supposed to... like what? Yeah, that's a good thing with the never deflecting. Okay. Does it matter when I shot him with the arrow? I hope not. That also means she can't die. If she dies, she can't shoot the arrow anymore. Jesus. That's terrible. Okay, I need to get closer. I always press that button. Should be able to take him down. My god, come on. Seriously? Terrible. Nope. Okay. That is a helpful information. Thanks for letting me know. Gonna hit me for so much. Ow. This sounds like I should be focusing the dude. At least I need to get the whole armor down in like timely manner. Of course they are going after him. Jesus. I'm working on it! I guess you could come closer to like shot somebody else. But if somebody's gonna come after you, that's gonna be bad. Just come a bit closer for now. Ah! I have hit my microphone. I don't think this is going very well. Okay, thanks. They just hurt themselves. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I kind of want to hit him for that too. So he can do less damage to us. Stressful. Hi, Panda! I'm fighting the scary big dude. And it's stressing me out. Okay, that will be close to having the whole armor down. Oh. I'm doing my best. Okay, I need to... walk. This dude has too much health. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the armor. No! I have to stop him before he does that stupid thing. Okay. So Alet has next turn, and then who has next turn before that? She should be fine. So I can do it now, right? When he has no armor. That was my understanding. It's not close enough. How close do you need to get? That got him mad. That looks bad. Well, everybody's hurt. Okay, they like healed some people. Oh my god. Why do I need to have 2 fights in a row? Is he back to whole health? He is. That is so not fair. That is so not fair. I mean, great. I don't know. I have bad feeling about all of this. I only have that much health if he's gonna... Great. If he's gonna do it every turn, I only have that much health. Excuse me. Easy for you to say. Great. Is he gonna do it again? No. And he's healing too. What are you expecting? How do you expect me? There is only that much I can do. Even if I focus him. He's killing faster and I am killing him. Easy for you to say. I have 2 people left. 1 person. Well, that just went to hell completely. How I was meant to win this exactly? That's unbelievable. Oh wow, he dodged. Last man standing, still surviving. Well, I can take his armor down. Again. How I was expected to win this? Well, that sucks. Is it before the fight? It's before the fight. Well, sounds like we're gonna spend here a while. I'm gonna try with the same team again. Maybe I should give her the thing instead. What if you guys trade? You can have this and you can have this. And maybe that will work better. Okay. Attempt number 2. Should I just focus him completely and like ignore this part of the fight as it doesn't even exist? Should I wait for him to come closer? Should I just even focus him and like bring down his armor and not care about anybody else? Maybe. Okay, everybody just back away for a second. Ah! Wish you were standing closer. How far does he go? Okay. Just wait. And I will try to just bring down his armor without any losers. But that will bring down his health, but at least he will have less attack. Which is something. Go away. And that got his armor down too, so that's good. Ow. How close? I guess. doing my best. If they just didn't stand in my face, it would help. He does that too. I know, I am trying. I am desperately just targeting his armor. Ow. He's now miles away. Just guess I got this dude. It didn't. I don't seem to always understand which way this whole diagonal undergoes. Ugh. They're going for her, understandably. Okay. Almost there. 8 to go. I worry they will. Yeah. Jesus. Go away with your thing. I can't see. He needs to back out. Okay, he's down, so that's great. She needs more armor back. Almost there. And now everybody is displaced. That is not helping at all. Whatever. He now needs to walk. How far? She could do so much damage to him. Okay, let's just do the damage so he can shoot for less. I mean attack for less. There is something. I didn't work far enough to hit the other dude. Am I gonna farm myself? No. Great. One. Great. I don't know if this is going worse than the first fight. Well, no armor. And she can't get close enough to him now. Amazing. I feel like everybody died even worse. What happens when I get his health to 1? Okay. I can't really. Wow, he has armor back now. Actually. I ruined it, I think, or did I? Well, if the game is being confusing, then I feel I will probably appreciate clarification. if I misunderstood something they are saying or doing. I can't believe they also expect me to win this fight having one less person fighting. Can I just like, I'm just gonna group everybody on this side. They can start with this dude. Oh, come on. How low is your attack distance? Oh. Yeah. That the game definitely wasn't very clear on that. So I mean, doesn't that mean if I give her that item that says that it never deflects, then she always has 100% chance of breaking the armor anyway? Doesn't that mean I don't even need to break any of his armor? Well, if we lose again this fight, that's what we will do. But that is useful clarification, thank you, because I would just continue on this way, wondering why it's being so difficult. She just really made it sound like they expect me to completely break through the entire armor. So yeah. Okay, well at least we will remove this dude. That's something. I forgot what ability they have. Okay. This is stressful. But I guess at the minimum... Oh, Jesus. I guess at the minimum, I know that I just need to like... Why did you have a turn again? I know I just need to like kill him. And I can't really mess it up. If I mess it up, I will just have to restart. It's not like the kind of situation that I messed... That went super bad. It's like hard to focus him because then he's mad about it. Should I actually kill everybody around first? He just keeps having turn. That's ridiculous. It's kind of getting there though. Oh my god, is it actually gonna work? He can't like go for the mage too because he's surrounded. Oh my god, it may actually work out. Jesus. Okay. 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 Well, that should kill him. It killed him. He's down. Are we done? Are we done? Oh my god. Oh. That was fucking stressful. I'm sure the people in the game feel the same way. So I guess I just made it more difficult for myself. Because she definitely made it like... She really made it sound like she expects me to completely lower his armor to 0. Like he is a special type of enemy, a unique arrow. Here is a unique situation when no matter what the armor needs to be 0. Like, that's how it felt. Well, I hope I didn't make a giant, terrible, awful mistake by letting Alette do it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I just didn't feel like I had any right to say no to her request. Alette, no, not her. What are the menders? Great. Just got my daughter killed, I guess. Rock, she's beyond her help. Stand up. You're only barely aware of the surrounding chaos as Dredge flee from war warriors who push their advantage. Bellower is dead. You are not. We must go. Let me carry Alette to Borsgard. We will honor her properly. That sucks. Well, that was a very costly victory. It was extremely costly victory. There's part of me somewhere in there connecting with Rock, making me feel like it wasn't even worth it. So why we won and defeated this terrible enemy? When this is what we had to pay for it. Would I rather she was alive, but have me disrespect her wishes? Probably. But this is the kind of case when the high side is 2020. I did what felt right at the time. And I guess I knew what the risk was. I guess now Rock is just gonna blame himself for the rest of his life. And I will too for a bit. This is like the most empty victory I had in a while. You know what's right. With Bellower fallen, the Dredge flee the field of battle. You return to Borsgard, but you have almost no memory of doing so, aside from image of Alette's still body being carried in Iver's arms. Well, I figure morale improved. Whose morale? Not mine. Well, at least she did what she wanted to do, and she saved everybody. But I don't know how much of a consolidation that is when you are actually dead. So we should have the time we need to finish the ships. I think you are right. The Dredge don't seem interested in us anymore. As Bellower who fell, they've been going their own way. So do they have completely no free will or like idea of what they wanna do or anything if they don't have the Bellower ordering them around? Or is the fact that the Bellower was killed such devastating to their morale that they feel like there is just really no more need to continue with this? Well, I am still devastated. The ravens have been keeping the dogs clear. You know, talking to them about something now. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail the way to Arberang. With luck, before the darkness shows up here. Oh yeah, there's that. I completely forgot. There is already darkness in my heart. How far south has it spread? I couldn't say. Hopefully not far. We will get the prince back to his home, and HAKON has already decided to come with us. There is not much else to go back to. The two look up as you approach. Rog, it's time. Soon we will be ready to leave Borsgard. Find somewhere safe. One ship is done already, at the docks. I had it prepared for Aled. Don't make grammatical errors in the sentence at my time of grief and sadness. I'm not ready to see this. Come, Rog. It's time to honor your daughter. This is what I get for trying to honor somebody's wishes. Why is a word like that? Where they found the flowers? They were pretty. She was going to keep weaving that banner, the family banner, the village banner or something. No, she will never do that. Do I need to learn how to sew? I mean, I knew what she wanted to do was dangerous, and I still let her do it. This sucks. Is there at least nice afterlife for her to go to? If the gods are dead? Kind of looks like it. That's pretty. He died in a fight with honor, so maybe there is some kind of Valhalla for her there. Doesn't make me feel any better about it though. Oh! Great! Amazing! This is what I'm left with. Come on! How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Art inspiration, the American master Eowyn Earl. They named a character after him, whoever he is. Maluka, vocals. She has a YouTube channel. Peter Hollens has a YouTube channel too. I know those people. It's so weird. I usually don't know any people in like... Well, this wasn't exactly a happy ending there, was it? It's like, hey, this is the first game I finished on stream. And I feel like I should be happy of some kind of achievement here. But I'm not. I'm like more sad for reasons. But is it fair to say, like, it's not like I would rather have Rob die, right? I mean, I'm Rogue, pretty much. Like, would I... It's not like... What kind of choice it is? Would you rather have this person die or this person die? Like what? Like from I'm sure like from Rock perspective, he would rather die instead of Aled. I feel like Aled feels the same way about her father. She probably would like protect him, right? If she could. Panda, this is first game in a trilogy. I don't think I prevented anything yet. At the point where we are standing right now, we spent about 150 days running away, and now all we achieved is that we are arrived at the point when we are able to make boats to sail further south and to the human capital city that's further away from all the mess. What I imagine, yeah, exactly what the Proc Jan Lothar said. We can now more efficiently run away, and then hopefully that will, and like we killed like a very, very dangerous enemy, and now we can probably, thanks to that, get some time to regroup, and we can hopefully meet with more of those like menders, the magic people, and then we can all together figure out how to deal with this situation. But we didn't fix anything, pretty much. We just saved our own lives for the time being, and I lost my daughter. And I was saying, like, again, Rock would rather be probably dead in her place. She would probably die in his place if they knew all the information. Oh my god, look how many people named Alex work at this game. I got distracted. or maybe those are like backers from like donation thing. But anyway, like who am I to decide? Oh, Alette should keep living because Rock is old and she is younger, or like what? Who decides here who should live? And besides, this wasn't even decision I was making. Decision I was making was, do I honor the wishes of my daughter? That we uprooted her life, and she was a competent archer and warrior, and she was strong and brave, and she was forced to abandon everything she knew and spend almost half a year traveling, running away in fear and observing all those terrible, traumatizing situations. And then she just wanted to have control over something in her life. For half a year, we were going from one bad situation to the next bad situation. And every time things were happening around her and people were being all kinds of terrible, and it was like she was just being strung along with everything going on. And most of the stuff going on was bad. So when she came to me and she said, let me have this choice, let me have control over something, how could I say no? And knowing that she is competent, like, how could I say no? How could I expect that the Bellower dude once just dropped dead? Like, the way Yuno presented it, it was just like, you will shot him with the arrow, he will die. Or he will believe he is dead. But he didn't. He still had the fight in him. How could I know that? Like, I didn't know. And that was literally almost every choice in this game was this way. Oftentimes there was like several options and they all seemed or sounded bad, or they all sounded good, and there was just no way of knowing what will be the real consequences of what you do. Because I feel like sometimes in the game you can, to a degree, tell. Like you are talking with some characters, you are presented with some kind of situation, and somebody is telling you like, hey, do you want to, like, I don't know, kill this person or do you want to spare their life? And then you have some kind of inclination to believe that, oh, I will spare this person, something nice will happen, I will kill them, something bad will happen, or something like that. But in this game, you will be just traveling, there will be a stranger on the road that you know nothing about, and the stranger will be like, hey, give me 20 days of your food rations, which seems like a terrible idea, but you will give him the rations, and then he will be like, oh, you are so great and wonderful, here is 100 days of food rations. Which never happened, but like, that's like the idea of an example of like, there was never any way to knowing what will exactly happen. No, I don't feel that way, Panda. I think it was like pretty realistic in a way, given the situation. Like, okay, first off, even in real life, sometimes you have decisions when you can reasonably expect what will happen, and sometimes you have decisions where you expect what will happen and then it doesn't happen because people sometimes ask in like unpredictable ways, which I feel, especially working where I work in retail, I feel like, for example, when you deal with customers, you can have all the best ideas of how to handle people, but sometimes customers do things you can't even imagine. So I guess this is like equivalent of that. You work in retail with people and the customer is a stranger and you will say something to them and it would like set them off and you would never expect it would happen, because how could you? So I feel like that's like realistical, but Panda, if it added to anything, I think it added to my own frustration and my own pain and my own misery going through this game, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I think the frustration and the misery and upsettiness is what the game is trying to make you feel, because again, we abandoned everything we had, we are running away through this dangerous, hostile world when there are 3 different ends of the world happening at the same time. They can't even have just one. They just have 3 at the same time. Yeah. I agree with that. It's definitely... it's definitely a lot of judgment calls. Like the whole game is just judgment of everything around you. Which again, I feel like it's realistical, because if you would find yourself suddenly in the position of being in charge of a caravan of refugees escaping from a mortal peril, I'm sure you would need to make decisions almost every day. So I think it's it's fair. Some of those small events have randomized outcomes. That's interesting. I'm kind of curious which ones. Maybe I will replay this game someday in my spare time. I don't have much of spare time, so I don't know. But maybe, and I will see all the other ones. Yeah, Panda. I figured. Okay, depends what you consider to be end of the world. But I'm considering one kind of end of the world is that darkness coming from the north. The second end of the world is that serpent that's waiting on the sidelines to consume the world if the darkness doesn't do it. The third kind of the end of the world, kind of personally just for like human and war, all the dredge, like coming in to kill everybody. And I guess you could also argue that the fourth kind of the end of the world, even more a slow kind of one, is the fact that the sun is not moving in the sky, so that will eventually lead to some kind of climate disaster. So I guess you could argue there are 4 ends of the world. Yeah, I definitely plan on doing the second one. I think I already have it on Steam. I plan to do the second one, and then I plan to do the third one. I have 100% full intention of playing through every single of those games until we see the end. And I will forever miss my daughter. Yeah, Panda, that's amazing place to live in. I feel like at least those, you know who is probably having the best time so far right now? Those horse people that we never seen but heard about. They're like so down south. They probably don't have to worry about any end of the world or anything yet. They still have time to resolve their troubling feelings about being part horse. I remember that. I remember we had a whole 20 minutes long discussion about horse people feeling about being half horse. Probably. I mean, they mentioned them. And we keep getting more far down south more and more. So I would assume that eventually we will meet the horse people, since they were already mentioned. Would be weird to mention some other race and then never meet them. Also, I must say I am quite interested in all the lore and everything in this game. All those gods, what exactly happened, how did they die, where did they go, why is the sun not moving? Never really got any details on none of that, although I don't know how important that is. I still remember the god Marek, named after my brother. Okay, well, not after my brother, but the god that has exactly the same name as my brother. Because Marek happens to be very common mundane name in my country. That was weird. Was he like god of ocean? I think so. I think he was god of ocean. There is so many people on this list. I think it's all of the, what's the word? What was the name of the website? All the backers from the Kickstarter. Backers, whatever. I speak English. So, yeah, that was quite a trip. And that was quite a trip. And I can't believe even at the end, they just won't give you that one victory. After coming so far, going through so much, there is no celebration. Oh, we killed the Bellower, whatever. I want my daughter back. Yeah. It makes me wonder if there is even happy ending whatsoever. Because I suppose if you know that you are making 3 games, then you can end the first one on a negative note and then have a happy ending at the very end in the third game. But I would be even not surprised if there is no happy ending whatsoever, seeing how things went so far. I mean, admittedly, it's not like we had only misery all the time. Every now and then, things happened that brought some relief or some downtime. So it wasn't all bad all the time. But it also wasn't very good. And you know who I still remember? All those all those streams ago, there was, I don't even remember his name anymore really. Something like starting with G or something. This man who went and bought green robes because he liked them. And then we got him killed almost instantly. He didn't live long. And I really liked him. And then he died because of my choices. And then those brothers, HAKON and MOOOOOOOOOO, I knew them for like 5 minutes. And then they died because I didn't want to have a whole fight. And then they just didn't care about what I thought was the best idea. And I'm sure Oliver lost his arm, but he survived. But I think I lost more people. Some of them I don't even remember anymore. There were so many of them. Which is, I feel, disrespectful in a way. So yeah, I think now we're gonna take a break from this banner saga. And now the next thing we will play on Wednesday. I imagine, yeah, I assumed so. I'm sure like I'm sure everybody that's like with me at the end here, that all of them could also die at some point too. I'm pretty sure I kept him alive to the end. No, I didn't. Oh no. I messed up the names. No, he is dead too, isn't he? And he also died in some, like, where did he die? On the bridge. Oh my god, the stupid bridge. I'm pretty sure he died on the bridge. I still hate that stupid king who was so insistent on keeping the bridge. We could have saved so many more people if he just wasn't being terrible like that. There was like, why did you? I'm frustrated about that one. The whole, I don't know, I feel like the whole bridge ordeal was one of the more frustrating situations, which again, I don't mean it as in the game doing bad job. I mean it was like appropriately frustrating. And I just hate when people in power decide to not even do lightest anything to actually help with what's important. Yes, that's what I mean exactly. Yeah. So I was saying that I think now we will do a bit of a break from the banner saga on Wednesday. And from completely very much different kind of style of game, we will play, I think, Cyberpunk on Wednesday, because I still need to get through that one, and I know they did a DLC recently, and apparently also made the game better and more complete and less buggy, so that might be fun. And I was meaning to play Cyberpunk for a while now. So that seems like a good time. Yeah, I think so. Like, I remember when it initially came out, everybody was pretty disappointed in it. And I played for maybe like an hour or a half an hour. And then I kind of dropped it because everybody was kind of talking about how it's so buggy and like not very well made. But I think since then they put some work into patching it up. So yeah, I think now we will do Cyberpunk on Wednesday, which I imagine will take a while because that's a way longer game. So I will also see if we can maybe move the stream to start maybe at least 30 minutes earlier, so we can have at 30 minutes more of streaming. That will be something which would help. And then on Saturdays we will still continue playing through the I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, because we are not done with that one yet. But I wonder, maybe potentially, once we are done with that game on Saturday, I will then start playing Second Banner Saga on Saturday to replace the Exocolonist game, maybe. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But I think that will be the shorter stream day, so it will probably work. I don't know. It's just thoughts. I didn't really decided fully on that yet. Which of those options will be better? Because I just know that going through the Cyberpunk is gonna take ages. Let me actually look. I'm gonna look up what's the average time to go through. Time average Cyberpunk 2077 average playtime. Okay, so average playtime for the main story and extra stuff is about 60 hours. And 60 hours is, if we do like 2 hours stream, that's 30 streams. And 30 streams, seeing how we are streaming once a week, that's 4 months. So we will be doing Cyberpunk for a freaking 4 months. Once again, I say that I wish I didn't have to spend 8 hours, 5 days a week having a job. Then we could stream more. But I can't, because I need to have a job. That said, I figure I will, if it turns out that it's like really dragging out and it takes forever to finish playing an actual big longer game, maybe I will try to create some temporary hill streaming day. I don't know. There is not enough time in the world. I'm just talking about whatever because I'm waiting for the for this to end. We are at the air already, so we are almost done with the alphabet. Oh, now there's gonna be 1000 Robs. Rob. Any Polish names running? There was some Polish names before, but now. This graphic at the end was pretty, putting aside the fact that I am still very much miserable over the death of my daughter. The graphic of the trees and everything was quite pretty at the end. It makes me wonder what's out there. Is there, some kind of afterlife? How does that work if the gods are dead? Do gods go into the afterlife? Is there even anything? Ryszard Hojnowski! I found a Polish person. There were more before. And the art style was really pretty too. I can't believe I still have 2 games to play, and then through those 2 games, Aled won't be with us anymore. I guess that's even more like real life. You get your family member killed, and then you have to live with consequences for another God knows how long. But honestly, Honestly, I shouldn't be putting it this way. I shouldn't be saying that I need to leave. It just kind of seems like, say, blaming yourself, like, oh, she's dead out of your choices, and now you have to live with consequences of your choices. It was her choice. I allowed her to make her own choice, and I couldn't know what exactly will be the consequence of that choice. And that doesn't mean that she did something wrong, or that doesn't mean that she is to blame. That doesn't mean it's her fault. It just means that she came to me with a reasonable request, and I couldn't imagine to say no to her. And we couldn't know what would happen. At least, well, maybe from like some meta game perspective, you could know what would happen. You could be like, oh, the dead flags or something. But from the perspective of being Rock and being there, I don't think I could know. Especially, and again, I'm not blaming her either, but especially because, made it sound like the moment he is pierced with that arrow, he will just believe he is dead now. And that will be the end of it. Right? But he didn't. We still had to fight him more. And he had the full health again. And then he kept healing. At least I'm glad that I figured out pretty early on that I should just focus him and like ignore everybody else, assuming that the fight will end once he is dead. So that was one good decision. And yeah, also I feel like I got somebody injured in almost every single fight in this game. And I wonder if that's like a common thing that happens to everybody. If the fights are really just very hard and like everybody always gets somebody injured, or is it more the case of me specifically not being very good at fighting? I can't imagine it being one or the other. Who knows? Ah. Oh, apparently I got disconnected from the chat. Did I miss something? I need to go to the Twitch website. Ah, yeah. I missed you commenting on the Marek name. Because the chat died. Why am I disconnected? Connect me back. That's annoying. Okay, it works now. We are almost at the end of the alphabet, people. I know. That's like if I am disconnected from the chat, or I have the stream open on my phone so I can look at the chat. Oh, I think it's done. We have honored all those people by letting their names stay on the screen until they are gone. Bye, people. And here we are. And she is dead now. I'm gonna quit. I don't wanna look at it anymore. Okay. Well, that was something. Do I even got on it? This game has achievements on Steam. Do I even got an achievement? I wasn't paying attention. I did. I got some achievements. I think I got on the special ones. Okay, well. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure they died on the bridge. Okay, well, so that's the end. That's the end. That's the end. I think there was 9 chapters and we did 9 streams. So that's kind of fun. I'm gonna raid to Mia because Mia is always streaming when I'm done. Sounds like a good idea. Maybe she's playing something more fun, but I'm not sure. Based by the name of the game she is playing. Okay, well,